the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we are here at Knoxville as the Aces Up Sim Sports Tune-Up Challenge Series. This is Tune-Up Series Pro Challenge. You know what? I've been doing this for 5 weeks, still can't say it right. Good grief. Anyways, welcome. Come on in, sit on down. Qualifying is underway. Tune-Up Challenge Series. I think that's it. Sounds about right. Pro Series, Tune-Up Series. Good grief. A lot of words being used that don't need to be used. Use words uselessly. Good grief. Qualifying is underway here, and got about a minute left of qualifying. So with that being said, we're going to step away for the national anthem. Top 8 going straight to the A main. We'll figure out who's left after our anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as our drivers are taking to the grid for heat race number 1. With that being said, let's take a look at our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1 is Joey Lingrun. To the outside, Jesse Dacus. Row number 2 going to be Noah Carpenter and Landon Cardoza. Row 3, Ross Kaiser and Spencer Putney. And Seth Gregory and Dylan Yeager in row number 4. Top 2 drivers out of each heat are going to transfer. And it looks like we're going to have 4 heat races here tonight. Top 8 already transferred in, or from qualifying. Top 8 from qualifying have transferred in already. There we go. Now we're just looking for 2 drivers from each heat races. Joey Lingren and Jesse Dacus on the front row going to lead this field to the green flag. Pace truck going to get out of the way this time. Truck dives out of the way, and here we go. Foot to the floor. Green flag is out. We are underway. Lingrun comes around to lead the first lap. Noah Carpenter up on the high side as Jesse Dacus gets sideways. Trouble for Jesse. Started on the front row and has fallen to 7th place very quickly. But Lingrun is our race leader. Carpenter, Cardoza sitting 2nd and 3rd. Carpenter going to try the middle there as Cardoza down on the bottom. And Cardoza with the slider. Carpenter pulling it back down low. 2nd place under contention right now. As Carpenter and Cardoza continue to trade sliders, Joey Lingrun staying just ahead of him. This allows Joey to run his race. Hasn't been challenged for that top spot just yet. We now got 2 laps to go. White flag going to come out for Lingrun as Carpenter has a little bit of an advantage over Cardoza. Cardoza can't seem to make it stick down the backstretch. Carpenter throwing the slider line, trying to create a hard to pass situation for Cardoza, and Carpenter going to bring it home in 2nd. Joey Lingrun in 1st. So Cardoza, Kaiser, Yeager, Gregory, Dacus, and Putney into an LCQ. Heat number 2 taking to the grid. The drivers start to roll out. So let's take a look at our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1, Ryan Avila and Casey Simmons. Row 2 will be Aiden Beerline and Kelly Carmen. Bryce Honstein and Kenny Hoffman for row 3. And Richie Gaines and Rylan Gray going to make up row number 4. Pace truck pulls in. Avila hits the throttle, and we go under green here in heat race number 2. Avila to the early lead. Simmons and Burline going at it for second. Has it in second place for the moment. Simmons all over his tire tracks as this field gets single file up on the high side. Kenny Hoffman going to try and dive down low, trying to make something happen. Taking a peek once again to the inside. Hoffman sitting in 4th. Going to have to try something different as he throws a slider on Simmons. Simmons now on the bottom. Hoffman and Simmons trading spots as Avila continues to pull away. Sitting in second, holding on to that final transfer spot as Hoffman moves past Simmons and into 3rd. White flag, final lap for Ryan Avila. And Avila going to bring it home, beer line 2nd. Hoffman, Simmons, Carmen, Gaines, Honstein, and Gray into an LCQ. Heat race number 3 on the grid and ready to roll out. Take a look at our starting lineup for this one. Chase Stewart, Brody Duchier on the front row. Braden Eiler, Caden Berry on row 2. Row 3 will be Mason Hannigan and Gunnar Harris. Ernie Williams Jr. and Logan Trimmer make up row number 4. gets out of the way. Green flag drops, and here we go. Chase Stewart gets the jump. Stewart has the race lead. Dushier and Eiler going at it for second. Mason Hannigan under pressure. And Caden Barry slotting into fourth. So Stewart out in front, unchallenged. Dushier looking comfortable in second. The battle right now is in third and fourth. And Eiler with some trouble gets it sorted. We stay green. Down to 2 laps to go for Chase Stewart. Stewart, Dushier, Barry, Trimmer, and Eiler. The only ones out on track, Hannigan, Williams, and Gunnar Harris, all with early exits. At the final lap, final time around, Chase Stewart going to pick up the win. Dushier in second. Fourth and final heat race. Take a look at our starting lineup for this one on the inside of row number 1. Wyatt Schuart, and to his outside is Aiden Price. Row number 2 going to be made up of Aiden Stoll and Colton Brewer. Row 3 will be Alex Szerzynski and Nick Larry. And John Helms bringing up the tail of the field for heat race number 4. Next time by, they'll be making a whole lot more noise. Green flag is out. Wyatt Schuart jumps to the lead. Aiden Price slotting into second. Stoll sitting in third. Trzynski finding a little bit of contact there and falls all the way back to 7th. Schuart out in front. Price giving chase and Stoll in 3rd. Stoll just turned the fastest lap of heat race number 4. So Stoll out there moving. Now Wyatt Schuart has the fastest lap. These guys out there trying to get into the A main. Little bit of contact between Price and Stoll. Price is able to hold on to it. Stoll with the slider. Helms sitting there watching this all go down, waiting for his turn. Meanwhile, Schuart enjoying the cool, calm breeze out in front. Price defending his 2nd spot. Gonna get the white flag this time around. Price still sitting in 2nd with Stoll 3rd. A brief challenge by Stoll seems to have stalled out. And Price gonna bring it home in 2nd. Schuart wins the heat race. Stoll, Helms, Laurie, Brewer, and Trzynski into an LCQ. LCQ number 1 coming up. Take a look at our starting lineup for this one as the field gets ready to roll out. Landon Cardoza on the inside of row number 1, and to his outside is Caden Berry. Ross Kaiser, Logan Trimmer make up row number 2. Row 3, Dylan Yeager and Braden Eitler. Row number 4, Seth Gregory and Mason Hannigan. Jesse Dacus and Ernie Williams Jr. for row 5. Spencer Putney bringing up the final starting spot here in LCQ number 1. I believe we're going to see 2 LCQs, and if we do see 2 LCQs, we'll be taking, I believe, 4 out of each one. We've already sent 8 to the A main through qualifying, 8 through the heat races. Leaves us 22 total. Here we go, green flag is out. Cardoza gets to the early race lead. Kaiser in second, Berry in third, but under heavy pressure by Dylan Yeager. Yeager trying to mount a challenge on the inside line. Braden Eiler on the inside. Jesse Dacus in trouble once again on his side. We're going to stay green. So Cardoza busts out to the early lead, but massive amounts of battle deeper in this field. Perry holding on to 4th place. Braden Eiler in 5th. Mason Hannigan and Logan Trimmer following. Oh, so very close. Battling each other as Hannigan is now to the inside. Eiler and Hannigan begin throwing sliders on each other. That's Gregory in trouble. He goes straight to pit road. Gregory falls out of the LCQ. Cardoza, Yeager, Kaiser, and Berry, your top 4. 5th place under contention between Eiler and Hannigan. As this field starts to string out, starts to get single file. We're down to 3 laps to go. Dylan Yeager in the 48, our biggest mover of this LCQ, up 3 positions from where he started. Trying to chase down Cardoza in the 21. Yeager looking like he might run out of time before he's able to mount a challenge, but he is inching closer. White flag, final lap, and Yeager maybe thinking about a last lap Hail Mary, but no, follows in the tire tracks of Cardoza. Now he tries to pull it down low to get a run, can't make it stick. And Cardoza and Yeager make contact at the line, but Cardoza comes away with the win. Yeager, Kaiser, Eiler, and Berry, your top 5. Drivers lining up for LCQ number 2. Take a look at a starting lineup for this one as the field begins to roll off. Kenny Hoffman, Aiden Stoll on the front row. Row 2, Casey Simmons and John Helms. Row number 3, Kelly Carmen and Nick Lowry. Richie Gaines, Colton Brewer for row 4. Row 5 will be Ross Honstein and Alex Szerzinski. Rylan Gray and Gunnar Harris make up row number 6. Field ready to go racing. Pace truck gets out of the way. And here we go. Green flag is out. Hoffman gets a good jump. Stoll slotting in the second. Simons in third. Simons falling back now as he hits 5th place. Helms 3rd, Carmen 4th. So Hoffman out in front with Stoll in second. This field getting single file. So Hoffman trying to run away. Stoll not letting him get too far out. Helms taking a peek down on the inside, trying to make something happen to move into second. Simmons in 4th, Carmen in 5th. Gonna get the white flag as the battle for first place heats up. Stoll doing a slider on Hoffman down the backstretch. Hoffman now gonna have to fend him off through 3 and 4. As Helms slow, looks like Helms is out of fuel. Hoffman picks up the win. As we move into our warm-up session, gonna step away for a quick break. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back with tonight's feature event. Warm-up session is over, and we get ready to roll into tonight's main event. For the first time outside of qualifying, we'll see our top 8. So let's get right into our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1, Alex Bergeron with a quick time of 15.196. To his outside, that was Joel Smith. Row number 2, Aiden Forster on the inside, and to the outside, that is Tanner Pettit. Row number 3 will be Logan Rumsey, and on the outside, Blake Matjulis. Connor Dudek and JD Brown make up row number 4. Row 5 going to be Joey Lingrun and Ryan Avila. Chase Stewart and Wyatt Schuart make up row number 6. Row 7 going to be Noah Carpenter and Aiden Bierlein. Row 8, Brody Dushier and Aiden Price. Row number 9, Landon Cardoza and Kenny Hoffman. Row 10, Dylan Yeager and Aiden Stoll. And our final row here tonight, Ross Kaiser and Kelly Carmen. Laps here at Knoxville. Pace truck gets out of the way. Alex Bergeron in control of the field. Green flag is out. Here we go. Bergeron with the early jump, but Forster and Rumsey trying to track him down. Already we got one in trouble. Yellow flag comes out. Aiden Bierlein, Aiden Price, Kelly Carmen. Big time trouble for several drivers. Carmen not looking good in that situation. Aiden Bierlein getting into Aiden Price. And then into the corner, Bierlein again finding trouble. So a very hectic first lap. We now have 7 cars on pit road being serviced by their crews. Hopefully they can get out there. as the lights have gone out. And here we go, back to green flag racing. Bergeron out in front, Forster second, third place is Logan Rumsey. Now fourth place under attack, Tanner Pettit and Joel Smith. Close quarters racing between the 24 and 127 of Blake Majulis. So Bergeron, Rumsey, Forster, your top three. All running single file, and Blake Majulis, Tanner Pettit going at it. 127 has fourth spot for the moment. Joey Lingrun looking to get in on the action as well. Joel Smith with the slider line trying to work underneath the Lingrun. Lingrun gonna challenge right back, moves down to the bottom but can't get the run up off the corner he needs, and he's gonna fall to seventh. Lingrun started in ninth. Now, since the restart, has lost 2 spots. Trying to make a challenge on the outside of Tanner Pettit. Meanwhile, Bergeron has opened up over a half-second lead on Logan Rumsey. Blake Majulis in the 127 is on the move. He's up to third. Fourth place going to Aiden Forster right now. Smith rounds out your top 5. Joey Lingrun 6th. 7th going to Tanner Pettit. 8th place right now is Noah Carpenter, but Wyatt Schuhart trying to give him some heavy pressure. Meanwhile, Kenny Hoffman coming in on Wyatt Schuhart. Hoffman up 9 spots. He is our biggest mover so far in this race. Hoffman doesn't look like he's done yet. Closing in on the back of the 24 of Tanner Pettit. And Hoffman throwing a slider. Move Hoffman in 8th place. Hoffman now up 10 positions. Meanwhile, we got a battle for 4th. Forster and Smith going at it. Is the yellow flag going to come out? See if we can figure out what happened. Abela catches the inside berm, gets a little bit of help to the outside wall. And going up and over. Just gets that front end picked up, slides right in the front of Brody Dushier. So yellow flag number 2 is out. Here we go, green flag back out. Bergeron with another good jump. Down to 16 laps to go. Trouble for Kenny Hoffman. Lots of cars in trouble down the backstretch. Kenny Hoffman was our biggest mover of this race. See what happened. Cardozo, Dushier get together. Dushier gets behind the wall. Another multi-car chaotic lap. Pace truck gets out of the way, and here we go. Back to green flag racing, 15 laps to go. Bergeron, Rumsey, and now Lingrun in third. Forster in fourth. Noah Carpenter rounds out your top five. Sixth place goes to Smith as the yellow flag comes out once again. This time, Tanner Pettit involved. Tanner Pettit goes for a big tumble into turn one. So a bit of a rough feature here. This one's become more a battle of attrition. Lights go out on our pace truck. Started 22 cars in this race. Looks like we're down to 9 on the lead lap. Here we go. Green flag is back out. Joey Lingrun trying to stuff it on the bottom of Logan Rumsey. Gets a good run up off the corner. Maybe Lingrun moving into second place. And Lingrun has it. Put Lingrun up 7 spots to be in 7th. Rumsey now in 3rd, Forster 4th. Rounding out the top 5 is Noah Carpenter. Carpenter in the 42. Trying to track down the 20. Down to 9 laps to go. Rumsey battling right back, throwing a slider on Lingrun. And Lingrun falls back to 3rd. Rumsey back to 2nd. And Alex Bergeron has led every lap of this race. Our biggest mover so far in this one is the 4 of Ross Kaiser. Ross into the wall there. Gets it sorted back out. Down to 6 laps to go. Bergeron looks like this car is falling away here in the later stages. Here comes Logan Rumsey to challenge for the race lead for the first time. Rumsey threw a slider, couldn't make it work. Bergeron running the slider line himself. Down to 3 laps to go. Yeager going another lap down as Bergeron and Rumsey make quick work of him. Gonna get the white flag this time. Rumsey threw one slider. It looked like that was enough to wake Bergeron up as Bergeron, since that slider was thrown, has been on the defensive and has not allowed Rumsey another shot at it, and Bergeron picks up the win. Rumsey in second. Joey Lingrun gonna round out the third and final step of the podium. But Bergeron, you're a winner. Let's take a look at the rest of our results. Aiden Forster brings it home in fourth. Fifth goes to Joel Smith. Noah Carpenter in sixth place. Seventh is Ross Kaiser, our biggest mover of the race. Connor Dudek in eighth. Ninth goes to Landon Cardoza. Dylan Yeager 10th. 11th is Wyatt Schuart. Tanner Pettit 12th. 13th Blake Majulis. Kenny Hoffman 14th. 15th Ryan Avila. 16th is Brody Dushier. Chase Stewart 17th. 18th JD Brown. Aiden Beerline 19th. 20th Aiden Price. Kelly Carmen 21st, and 22nd Aiden Stoll. Let's fire this off and begin with our first place finisher, and that is Alex Bergeron. We'll see if he's ready. Alex, you got your ears on?
Yes.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the race win. That one looked like you were walking away with it right up until the end when Rumsey threw a slider on you.
Yeah, we had a good car. Obviously to reset, the amount of cars we are, it's a bit more difficult to get a slicker track. But we're just trying to see what's gonna happen tomorrow and work from there.
All right, man. Well, this car was fast, qualified on pole, led every lap of this race, man. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything else you'd like to add?
Got to thank definitely all my partners and team and everybody helps us out. You guys for broadcasting and Chad for putting this up for us. And hopefully tomorrow we have a good run.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the race win here tonight and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
As Alex Bergeron bringing it home with the race win. Now let's move on and talk to our third place finisher, and that is Joey Lingrun. Joey, congratulations on third place.
Thank you, sir.
Solid run for you, up 6 spots from where you started tonight's race. Good, solid effort moving into that final step of the podium. Tell me a little bit about what was going on out there for you.
It was just more of survival. The first, give or take, 15 or so laps, we were on a dyno session basically for the first 15 or so laps, and it kind of got into slicked off. Then it kind of started moving around a little bit. I found the bottom there, midpoint of the race, and made some moves on a couple restarts to get to third or fourth or fifth, or I don't even know what place I was in. I'll be honest with you. I was just more focusing on what was in front of me rather than behind me. So I was just trying to make some moves. Got up to second there at the end, and then I stepped on my towards the end and fell back to third and kind of fell off. The top two was Alex and Logan. Logan was just, I don't know, he had a bigger set on him apparently, going top around the whole way. Alex was playing defense there, and can't really do anything about that. But I got to thank all the sponsors on the race car: Yeager and Sons Construction, Tac 3 Defense, VLR. Factory 5 Designs, Jacob Adam with a badass wrap all year for the for a race. I'm a Jewel Say Speed Shop. Well, without them, I wouldn't be here. Joey Linger Photography, Joey Linger Racing, obviously, and everybody else that's on the race car that I forgot. And you guys for putting this on, Chad for putting up the pro practices, and you for broadcasting.
All right, man. Well, nice job out here tonight. Once again, congratulations on a third place finish.
Thank you, sir.
That was Joey Lingrun, our third place finisher. Now it's time to move on to tonight's hard charger. Ross, congratulations on bringing it home in 7th place, up 14 spots, making you tonight's hard charger.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, it was a good night. Definitely felt good to keep the car in one piece tonight.
Now, in a race that was more about survival than anything, only 8 cars finishing on the lead lap, you being one of those, tell me about what it was like for you to cut through the field like this.
Yeah, honestly, it was just a lot of patience and not pressing the issue. A lot of people are just racing, looking forward, not behind, and definitely a lot of cut downs and sliders just getting met in the middle and wrecking each other. And yeah, the track's definitely going to be a interesting story tomorrow.
All right, man. Well, you're going to be able to pull off a hard charger and a podium finish, maybe even a win tomorrow?
Definitely going to hope so. As history repeats it, I'm known for going to the front this track. Just don't have the best history of finishing. So hopefully I could turn that last one around and get it finished up towards the front and have a nice finish.
All right, man. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything else you need to add?
Yeah, I got to thank all the guys at Tanner Pettit Racing and Jimmy P, Mac Tools, 1425 Photography, Aces Up Sim Sports, CD Simtography, Trackside Collective, and all the other guys in the back that help out and make this happen.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on the Hard Charger Award.
Thank you. Have a good.
That was Ross Kaiser bringing it home as our hard charger in 7th spot, up 14 positions. Want to thank you all for joining us here tonight. Hope to see you all next Sunday night as we continue on. 5 races down, 5 races to go in this season. So until next week, y'all stay safe. Have a great night.